Okay, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Jup Tan. I'm the Vice President of International Operations for Plug and Play. I oversee all of our international activity, so that involves startups that are coming from international locations from around the world to Plug and Play here, and also managing our international operations. We have programs and activities that are running in about 7 to 8 locations around the world now.
What is Plug and Play?
Plug and Play is a startup accelerator, right? So there's a little bit more than that. Plug and Play is also an open platform where startups, investors, corporations, and other stakeholders that contribute to the startup ecosystem can connect, right? So our primary goal is to find good startups from the US, from around the world, that we can incubate and accelerate and that we can invest in. So we are angel investors, and we also run a lot of programs, and we offer a lot of services for high-tech startups, in a nutshell.
Which one is the most successful company which comes from this Plug and Play?
I will expand a little bit because Plug and Play started as an incubator in 2006, but our history goes back to around 98, 99 when we started investing in startups. So we started investing in startups through the Amitsat, our group's investment arm, from the late 90s to the mid 2000s, and then we started Plug and Play in 2006. And in the last few years, we have actually brought our investment arm into Plug and Play, right? So today we invest directly from Plug and Play. So the reason why I give you an expanded history is because some of our very early success stories before Plug and Play started were examples like PayPal, where we invested in 98 or 99. They were acquired by eBay, and it was a 35x exit for us. We were also early investors. We were one of the first investors in a company called Danger. They made one of the earliest smartphone devices, and that was a company that was acquired by Microsoft. So a lot of these investments took place before Plug and Play started. After Plug and Play started, some of our most successful companies today include Dropbox, which we invested about the same time that Plug and Play started, and today is worth the company is valued at $8 to $10 billion. Two other companies that are doing really well. Lending Club is a company that does peer-to-peer lending. They started in Plug and Play and will likely go IPO this year or next. Another company is called Zoosk. Zoosk is one of the largest online dating platforms in the world. We also invested in them after Plug and Play started. And Zoosk will IPO, is filing for IPO right now. So other than that, over the years combined, we have done probably 250 plus investments, and a lot of our investments now are in the very early stage. So we hope that there will be much more success.
The overall investment is so-and-so, and annual investments that you're getting, and all these figures. Could you go over all those figures? So
we are very early stage investors. So we invest from pre-seed all the way up to Series A. At the pre-seed level, we usually invest around $25,000 per company. And that's because the companies are at let's call it a concept or prototype stage. But between the seed stage to Series A, we invest between $50,000 up to $500,000, and we are co-investing with partners. So they could be corporate partners, they could be other angel investors, they could be venture capital firms as well. We have increased the pace of our investments quite a lot over the last few years because we have expanded to invest in international locations with partners. So for example, last year we started investing in Germany, and we have around 15 or 16 early stage investments in Germany. A few years ago, we started investing in Singapore, and we have 3 or 4 investments there. This year, we are launching a program in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, and we'll start to invest in 8 to 10 Brazilian startups per year from now. So we are increasing the pace, the rate of our investments, and that will go up over the next few years as well. We have very strong, so we are a platform that connects all these different stakeholders, right? So venture capital and investors come to us to look at investment opportunity, co-investment opportunity. Corporations, U.S., international, multinational corporations come to us to create. They come to us to in order to create a Silicon Valley presence, whether it's physically or virtually, and that presence allows them to connect with our startups, right? And there are different ways that corporations are looking at startups. They could be technology scouts, they could be R&D teams. They can also be on the investment side, where they are looking at investment or acquisition opportunities. So we work with multiple channels within the corporations.
Yes.
Okay. So,
anything about Korea?
So we love Korea. In the last few years, we have interacted with more and more Korean startups, Korean corporations. The Korean startup ecosystem is developing very quickly. We see a lot of support from government, from large corporations. So last year was the first year that we started working with Korean startups at Plug and Play. And last year we worked with between 25 to 30 Korean startups. We're actually doing 2 or 3 investments in them as well. So that's really good. We see a number of Korean corporations that are our partners as well, such as Hyundai Motors, such as Samsung Ventures. So we see a lot of things coming together, and we're looking forward to possibly expanding into Korea and setting up a program there as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
All right. Thank you.